All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another baby account update. This time we're pretty close to 9 months in on this account. We're a couple days short, but we're going to be doing it a little bit early anyways, at least as of recording this video. Maybe by the time this actually goes out on my channel, it might be a lot closer anyways. I want to talk about some of the stuff that I'm doing right now. I actually have just recently cleared my second run of Pocket Dimensions, and we're getting started on other things as well. So I want to go through what my roster looks like. We finally got to level 80, so this really changes kind of what I'm planning on doing right now, and I want to talk about the future of this account and what more there needs to be done before I end this experiment. So all that and more in today's video. So without further ado, let's get this show started. Right, so we're going to start this video off in the Dark Dimension section. So I have cleared Pocket Dimension. You can see resets in 8 hours. I'm not going to be doing a third run. This was my second run, and I'm recording this on, what day are we? On Tuesday. So I cleared this on like Monday night. And so that would have been day 4? Day 3.5, day 4 of Pocket Dimension, and I was able to get both runs done, which is really great. And I have to say that probably for me, it was definitely Cersei who kind of carried it the most for me, and I did put a little bit more gold and resources into my characters to make it a little bit easier on Scarlet Spider, on Miles, on Cersei, and so on. And so, if you guys watched my video where I talked about Dark Dimension more broadly and the rewards that you get out of Pocket Dimension, then you would know that, you know, you're getting hundreds of millions of gold worth of rewards for doing this. So, by putting in maybe 5-10 million gold, you know, maybe not even that much, you know, in terms of your levels for the characters, you more than got that back by actually clearing this twice. So, that's good. I want to talk about where I am at for Dark Dimension 3. Surprisingly, I have not finished my second run yet, but that's where I am right now. I'm still going through the you know, I'm trying not to swear. This node sucks, by the way. The final global node of Mission 8 of global Dark Dimension 3 sucks. I think the first time it took me 30 days, 30 attempts or anything, day 30 on, you know, on this. I'm actually only on like day 9 or attack number 9, which is really good. What changed though is I took Shuri to gear tier 14. I did this for Pocket Dimensions, but you know, I'm actually doubling my, you know, my value for this because I'm also using it in the global section as well. So I think that's helped me a little bit, being able to just push out a little bit extra damage because I'm able to get that on spawn defense up with Shuri. So I think that helped even a little bit to just survive a little bit longer, so I could get a few more attacks in. So that's what I'm getting on right now. When it comes to Cosmic, I just one-shot this entire lane. When I did it the first run through, I used Cersei, Icarus, Kestrel, Phyla-Vell, and I forget who was my fifth, to be honest, and I didn't need it because they were so powerful here that I just blew it right out of the water. Now, when it comes to City, I have Cloak, Dagger, Symbiote Spider-Man, and Doc Ock right now. So those are 4 characters, and that's more than enough to get me through there. You know, because this is Dark Dimension 3, I can still use Doc Ock in this section because it hasn't separated into the Legendary lane yet. But that's what I kind of want to talk about because we're moving forward. I'm actually doing them simultaneously, so you can see that I'm 16 days into my second attempt to run here. But I am actually in Dark Dimension 4. So I've cleared the first 3 nodes of Dark Dimension 4 because I have some gear tier 15 characters and on wherever the node is here. So these are the characters that I'm using. If you're following in my Discord channel, you may have seen some of my posts, but I am running Cersei and Icarus, of course. Why not? Because they are the best characters in the game right now. Kestrel, Maria Hill, and Cap Sam. Now, this was a lot of skill gear because all 3 of these characters use some semblance of skill gear. I did get some of it from my Pocket Dimensions. I got a few skill G15 drops, so that helped there, and I got some Mystic as well to help me push Cersei and Icarus. So what I'm not using is, I'm not really using a lot of tech gear. I'm basically using no mutant gear, and I haven't used any bio yet for this. But for global, that means I only have 2 characters for global, 3 characters for cosmic. So we're going to take a look at my roster after this and kind of look at what I'm thinking of doing. If you've watched any of my Dark Dimension videos in the past, a lot of this probably hasn't changed in terms of what I'm planning for, but we can take a look at that too. So let's move on, and we're not going to be talking about Dark Dimension 5 because I don't really plan on doing that. But as far as this account goes, I'm at level 80, which means that I can equip gear tier 15. But what am I planning to do in the future of this account? Well, at the very least, I want to try and clear Doom War all the way to the end, at the end of Chapter 4. Where we are right now, we're at Doom Chapter 2.7 to 2.9. This is the Hydra section, or that's what I'm planning on leveling. If you guys followed any of my videos about Pocket Dimension with my baby account, then you would know that I geared up Red Skull. So I have Red Skull at gear tier 12, and then I have Baron Zemo. And so the characters that I'm planning on using Crossbones, and that's because I have 7 red on him. Now, I think that in terms of base stat increases because of the red stars, I'm going to get my best bang for my buck there. And then after that, I'm thinking of taking Hydra Scientist and probably Grenadier, and I'm hoping that that's okay because Grenadier has a little bit of synergy there with Baron Zemo, and so that'll give me 2 characters that I can sort of revive with Red Skull, assuming he stays alive. My Red Skull is currently level 70, 46k. I don't know what team power I need to do this. I heard it's roughly around 200k that I could get away with this, and Baron Zemo, he's gear tier 13, he's not gear tier 14, so I might need to pump a little bit more in the levels for him. I might pick up a 4 red for him as well, because I have a lot of silver promos lying around, so I might do something like that for this account. I just really want to get through that so we can get to do more Chapter 3, which is a little bit easier. You know, honestly, I don't even care about a lot of things that are in here. I don't really care about... I think this will be easy. The first 3 nodes, you know, there are no traits. The second section, Avengers, Fantastic Four. But the Avengers actually now includes Young Avengers. It also includes... Secret Avengers. So you can use like Miles in the Secret Avengers with another character. Honestly, this is really, really easy. 3.7 to 3.9, Hero Tech, Hero Supernatural. This is a little bit of an issue, but with Kestrel, normally this is enough to help you at least get through the 1-star. And to be honest, I'm not in a super big rush to get Multiple Man to 5-star. And frankly, I'm almost there. 80 is 4-star, and 210, 130 more would be 5-star. So I'm actually 9 shards away from a 5-star Multiple Man. I don't even have the node unlocked. So if I did want to get Adam Warlock in the future, I'd be very close to doing so anyways. It's Do More Chapter 4 that I really want to get towards, and that's kind of the main ultimate goal of this account. I think to get level 85 and Do More Chapter 4 and Dark Dimension 4 cleared, I think that is the ultimate goal of my account. I'm hoping to see whether or not I can get that done within the next 2 months, 2-3 months. You know, if by the time 1 year comes around on this account and I've done all of those minus Dark Dimension 5, I'd consider that a pretty good goal. And I will be doing like a big celebration party, you know, at 1 year on this account to really decide what I'm going to do with this. I might just put this into stasis and then just like keep collecting resources, and if there's a reason that I want to pull, you know, the account out to do something with it, then I'll do that at that time and start, you know, maybe building characters that I wouldn't normally build on my main account because of all the stocked resources that I have, especially in the gold area. Where I do struggle a little bit is in training modules, because I've had to expand my roster so much that I just don't have the amount of training modules to do that. Now, in terms of what I'm using as my top characters, well, these are kind of starred actually for the purposes of Pocket Dimension mostly, and not for what I'm actually doing. But you can see that Icarus and Cersei are gear tier 15. We also have Spider-Man, Miles, Phyla-Vell, Shuri, Scarlet Spider. I'm not sure why Phyla-Vell's still on the heart. I'm not going to be taking her to gear tier 15. Yeah, I don't remember why maybe these are rebel characters that I had starred from my previous video. What I am planning on doing is working on some global characters. I need to get Sharon Carter up. That's probably my next character. Lots of skill, but you know, I want to make sure that I'm gearing characters that are going to take me very far in terms of the game. You know, I'm in no rush to complete Dark Dimension 4 on this account. I just want to make sure that the characters I'm using are characters that are valid. I think the 4th character that I want to take for global Dark Dimension 4 is going to be a bit of a struggle, because I don't plan on taking Ghost, and I don't know who I want to take at this point. I'm actually hoping that maybe with the Excalibur patch coming soon, there might be a good standalone mutant I can just shove in with the 3 Secret Avengers and call it a day, because I'm not really confident with any of these other choices that I want to take. I don't want to take Baron Zemo up to gear tier 15, frankly. This is also more skill as well, and so there's not... yeah, the choices are very limited beyond Secret Avengers in terms of solid new character global choices that aren't legendary that I want to do. I don't want to do Ultron, and none of these other ones. Lady Deathstrike maybe, but I don't really want to do war characters on this baby account either. So I'm not sure. Not sure yet what I want to do. My Sinister's not even unlocked, and I don't really want to gear him. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that, you know, we get some decent Excalibur choices for the global section. we'll have to wait and see. And they might be Dark Dimension 5 valid if they're good enough as well. For Cosmic, though, we have, like I said, we have Kestrel, we have the Eternals. Other characters I'm going to be considering is possibly Deathpool as a 4th character, mostly because of her validity just more broadly. And I think that should be okay. She'll be able to spread some negative stats effects if there's some that I might be able to do. And otherwise, I don't think there's any other characters that I personally want to build. I think those will probably have the most validity. Again, it's more Mystic, so that's the problem, I guess, because just like all of the skill gear that I'm using in Global, I'm using a lot of Mystic gear here in the Cosmic lane, and that's only going to get worse, actually, when we start talking about the City lane for my plans for Dark Dimension 4, because, well, there's Cloak and Dagger, and I really want to take Cloak and Dagger up, and then I think I might do, you know, I'm not sure, actually, at that point. Cloak and Dagger, and then I will probably do Shang-Chi. Again, more skill, really saturated in the skill and Mystic category of gear. It seems some of the best characters right now are those two. In terms of build, though, like, I'm not really, I'm sort of building the Web Warriors, I guess. I don't really want to build Miles, so I guess it's going to be down to whether or not I take Scarlet Spider or Ghost Spider, and then maybe Symbiote Spider-Man alongside Cloak and Dagger and call it a day there, and hopefully that's enough. If I do C&D, and I do Symbiote Spider-Man, and I do, like, 1 or 2 more of the Web Warriors, I think I might be okay, and I might be able to get through that. If I have some extra skill gear left over from my Secret Avengers, I could also consider Shang-Chi as well. He is farmable. I can get some red stars on him, and that's not a problem there. I could get him to gear tier, 15 probably, and then get 5 red from him. I got lots and lots of promo credits here. 1,274 silver promos, 600 gold promos. So yeah, I can definitely upgrade some characters that I don't have upgraded right now, and that shouldn't be much of a problem. I think the final problem may be what I'm going to be doing with my legendary lane, because if you've watched some of my videos in the past, I really don't put a lot of stock into legendary characters. That's because as far as the wider game goes, a lot of the older legendaries aren't really all that great and not characters you really want to bring up now. You know, you can see Magneto level 1, Invisible Woman level 1, Iron Man's trash. Nick Fury, other than for the purposes of Omega Red, which I will need to do at a later, possibly pretty soon, I might be able to get Omega Red actually unlocked on the second pass on this account. And that would be really tremendous. If I do that, I'm going to be doing a whole separate video about how I managed to do that on my baby account. But as far as characters that I have right now, really it's just these 3. So I'm not sure. Maybe I will kind of wait, see if I get Omega Red unlocked on the next pass, and then maybe I could take those Omega Red, Jubilee, Doc Ock, and Shuri. It's not going to be the fastest thing in the world, but at least it will get me through there. I don't really want to gear tier 15 Shuri. I'd actually rather gear tier 15 Doc Ock than Shuri, but Jubilee and Omega Red I'd be more than willing to do. You only need 4 characters for Dark Dimension 4 rather than 5 like you need for DD5, so I might just find 4 characters and then just push that, and I don't really plan to do a lot of things in Dark Dimension 5 with this account. I think at that point I need to call it a day. So yes, that is my overall plans for this account. We're going to be trying to get to level 85. I want to kind of just call it a day break then, and then see where I'm at. Can I clear Dark Dimension 4 times 2 by the time this account gets to 85? Can I clear Do More all the way to the end of Chapter 4 by that time? These are the kind of goals that I have for this account and what I'm going to be doing continuing still. In terms of the Alliance, I've actually downgraded, by the way, just the last thing before we end this video. Ultima 7.4 Gamma, so I actually downgraded alliances from doing Doom War 1, so I'm not getting any more blue ISO crystals anymore for that, so I don't have that coming in anymore. I do have some from previously from the alliance that I was in before. I just, like, I can't be bothered because from a time perspective, I just really need to claw back some time from my own life, so I can't focus too heavily on raids and alliance war really at this time. So yeah, I'm not doing any hardcore stuff on this account by any means, but you know, I'm still getting a lot of resources. I'm still doing a lot of fun. I'm still unlocking, you know, these 100 shard Blitz characters. Ghost Spider, for example, who's on the front page here. You know, I did manage to get her unlocked, but not very many shards outside of that. I still got her though, and that's kind of what's important. So that's the end of this video for this update on my baby account. Level 80, gear tier 15, starting to move forward into some more endgame content. So that's really exciting and really interesting to know how I can min-max this to see sort of, you know, how I can get through this with only like the right amount of characters that I need to bring up exactly to get it done. So if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.